And so I just listened to what Bossman Asare said, and I am wondering whether he is still the academic that I have known from, I think we were mates, classmates, Megon here, and then we were all in the same department. He was in our department before he got this appointment. And I'm thinking that he should have done a thorough balance sheet of the situation. Yes, you see, like you, he has chronicled all the good things that happened in the elections, and you have summarized them too, like that. And indeed, if you ask me, yes, so many things went well with the 2020 elections. And given that both you and him have chronicled all the good things, it is no longer important for me in doing analysis to bring out the good things again, because everything, so many things happened that went well. But as an academic, if you want to do an analysis of anything, we don't look at only the positives or the strengths. So whether the elections in 2020 was the best election we have so far, requires that we do a proper analysis and provide a thorough balance sheet. Things went well, but other things also didn't go well. And so my view is that Bossman Asare, as an academic, should not be talking to Ghanaians like Ghanaians are his students in the lecture hall. The position he currently occupies is a position of sobriety in public utterances. We should check the way a Mahama Afarijan responded to public scrutiny and public criticism. Anytime he did not see the need to respond to every criticism, but anytime he wanted to respond, he responded in a certain sobriety that communicated his responses in a very calm, but in a very authoritative manner. And so it's not about just coming to read a response in a poetry recital manner and sounding a bit harsh and haughty, just praise singing the commission. If it's all about praise singing of the commission, then the future of electoral reforms would remain bleak.
Right. Just to interject here, Prof. It's very interesting, this sequence of things you've said. You've said, for example, that as an academic, you're a bit disappointed with this presentation because, of course, it leans towards one angle. You've also, touched on the bit about singing praises of the Electoral Commission alone. But getting back to the bit about the tone of, Dr. Bossman Asare, you say he should have been more sober. What was his tone? What was wrong with his tone? Was it too aggressive? He merely communicated what the Electoral Commission had done.
In my view, what he did was just about reading a poetry recital of responses that only offers praise in a manner that also portrays a certain haughtiness and combativeness. But the point is that the history of headships of the Electoral Commission show that people who have headed the organization, if you like, you can look at Safo Kantanka, you can look at David Adenzik Kanga, and all those who have held similar positions. Anytime they wanted to communicate, they communicated whatever they stood for, and they defended themselves in a sober, somber, and also in a certain calm but assertive manner. And so my point is that he made a presentation as if he's talking to students in a lecture hall. This is not the posturing of the Electoral Commission. And this shouldn't be something that we might entertain. Otherwise, it fits into, or it ties into the general fervor in Ghanaian leadership, where anytime somebody is given position of power and appointed or gets elected, then they begin to assume a certain tone in their utterances and public speaking that virtually talks down on the people who are the ultimate repository of the power that they exercise. And I'm saying that I don't think that even his boss, Mrs. Jimensa, if she had read this, would have sounded the way he sounded. I'm not a fan of that particular tone that he used in poetry recycling responses that only praised,
right,
and then also that sounded a bit harsh.